Hunting Grounds from 2015 is a Bigfoot movie that played at several film festivals and won several awards, even being named Best Horror Film of 2015 by the Fantastic Film Awards. But don't get your expectations too high just yet. The movie opens up with some guy out in the woods. At night, he hears a gunshot and goes over to investigate. He comes upon a camp that's been ransacked with only one person staring off into the distance. Well, you guessed it, he's dead and Bigfoot attacks the guy. Cut to a father and son, Rodger and Michael. The family's mother died and apparently left them with nothing. Now they're broke and have to move to some crappy old cabin in the woods. Once they get there, they find out that it's been broken into. The place is a mess and Michael has to start to clean it up. They assume it was vandals, but we all know better. Michael and his father argue back and forth about money in college. Michael wants to go, but they just can't afford it. Rodger blames Michael for not getting enough scholarships, and Michael blames his father for being a lazy drunk. In the end, Michael finds out that his Uncle Will, who owns the land, is coming for a visit, and he's bringing his dad's friend Sergio with him. Sergio is a jerk, a complete dick to everyone but Rodger. They end up drinking all night, and Will and Michael watch a meteor shower. Will knows the struggle that they're going through, and offers Michael to move in with him so he can go to college. A pretty generous offer, but one that Rodger will never go along with. The next morning, they wake up and go hunting. Michael doesn't want to kill another creature, but his dad and Sergio force him to take the shot. Of course he misses, and Sergio goes running after it, where he finds more than just a deer. He shoots at a creature that he is convinced is Bigfoot, but the other guys didn't see anything. Now Sergio's not so cool and confident. He's screaming like a little girl in the woods and wants to go back to the cabin. Well, the others convince him to stay the night, and Will tells them about Fred Beck and the Ape Canyon incident. This gets Sergio pretty worked up, but eventually they all fall asleep around the fire. Michael wakes up, and Bigfoot is right in his face. He's able to keep his cool, but not Sergio. He freaks out, shoots the creature, and runs off into the woods. They find him at a job site, where Rodger goes to take a closer look, and Bigfoot gets him. Sergio nopes out of there, and the rest follow pretty quickly. They make it back to the cabin and argue about what to do next. Sergio wants to stay there for the night, and the rest want to go look for Rodger. Will has had enough of Sergio's crap, and he attacks him, and Sergio stabs him with a knife, killing him. Well, that sucks for Michael. Now I guess he's stuck with only Sergio, and Bigfoot's out in the woods. Michael is forced to move Will's body to his room, and he knocks out Sergio and locks him in there. Well, at least that's taken care of. Michael is looking out the window, and out pops the guy from the beginning. He tells his story about how he was out there looking for a lost gold mine, and the Bigfoot kidnapped him. They took him to their cave, and he ended up using tobacco to escape. Interestingly, this isn't an original idea. It's based on Albert Ostman's Sasquatch encounter, where he too used tobacco to escape a Bigfoot. Michael gives him something to eat, and naturally, he has to go to the outhouse. But after what he's been through, he's not going out there alone. So Michael stands watch while he does his business. However, out of the woods comes Rodger. That's right, Michael's dad is still alive. He was able to escape the Bigfoot and make it back to the cabin. Michael fills his father in on everything that's happened, and it's safe to say his opinion of Sergio isn't too good right now. The three men agree that they just want to get out of there, but Rodger can't find his keys. Knowing they must have fallen out by the woodshed, they go out to get him. But Bigfoot's waiting for him. He gets a hold of the miner and rips his arm off. Rodger and Michael go back inside to try and come up with another plan. But Sergio wakes up. He wants them to board up the cabin so to be safe for the night, and knowing that the keys are with the boards at the woodshed, Father and son share a look to say, "Go get the keys and we'll get out of here together." Michael runs for the keys. And why not? A little bit of wood while he's out there, I guess. Rodger backstabs his friend. He makes Sergio help him shoot the creatures out the window. Then, when he's not looking, bam! He shoots him in the leg and throws him out to let Bigfoot handle him.
You don't hurt my family, Sergio!
This gives Michael and his father just enough time to run to the truck. They are so close, but Bigfoot grabs him. Rodger, using a stick from his splint, stabs the beast, killing one of them. The other lets go of Michael to get his father. Michael grabs the gun, and they stare at each other for a little bit. But then Bigfoot lets him go, and they drive off, never to return. Hunting Grounds is nothing special. It's just your average Bigfoot movie. I would actually say the poster is better than the movie itself. The original title of the film was Valley of the Sasquatch, and its poster looks amazing. The movie was written and directed by John Portanova, and you can tell he knows his Bigfoot lore. Mentioning things like Ape Canyon and that little tobacco reference was a nice touch. I thought Bigfoot looked good, but maybe a little too good, like he just had a bath and had his hair combed. I'd like to think these creatures would be pretty dirty if they lived in caves all the time. The actors are just okay, nothing special, and the music reminds me of old X-Files episodes at times. But if you're bored, and you've seen every other Bigfoot movie in your collection, give it a watch. I give Hunting Grounds 1.5 tobacco-eating Bigfoots out of 4.
If Bigfoot did exist, he's not going to attack people, all right? He's friendly like E.T.